Hello and welcome to another episode where we attempt to fall asleep, but we succeed because we have the help of Habibi Spice and Larry, who is right here. He is busy, but you know who is not busy? You, because you want to go to sleep. And this is what I will do. I will help you go to sleep. It has been a while since the last video, and the world has changed a little bit. Not to mention a lot, but World War III, stuff like that. Nothing crazy. But if you are able to watch this video and go to sleep, it means you have privilege, some degree of privilege. So let's acknowledge the privilege and listen to a story. How about that? Today we are reading Aladdin or Aladdin, or The Wonderful Lamp, as the book says. No, stay, it's okay. Larry left us. It has reached me, O King of the Age, that there dwelt in a city of the cities of China a man which was a tailor, withal a pauper, and he had one son, Aladdin. Now, this boy had been from his babyhood a ne'er-do-well, a scapegrace, and when he reached his 10th year, his father inclined to teach him his own trade, and for that he was over-indigent to expend money upon his learning other work or craft or apprenticeship. He took the lad into his shop that he might be taught tailoring. But as Aladdin was a scapegrace and a ne'er-do-well and wanted to play at all times with the gutter boys of the quarter, he would not sit in the shop for a single day. Nay, he would await his father's leaving for some purpose, such as to meet a creditor, when he would run off at once and fare forth to the gardens with the other scapegraces and low companions, his fellows. Ya haram. So Aladdin was not good boy. His father wanted to teach him his trade, but he say nay. I like the word scapegraces. It is like delinquent, but olden day delinquent. This guy have grace, this guy escape the grace. He is a scapegrace. Such was his case. Counsel and castigation were of no avail, nor would he obey either parent in aught or learn any trade. And presently, for his sadness and sorrowing, because of his son's vicious indolence, the tailor sickened and died. Aladdin continued in his former ill courses, and when his mother saw that her spouse had deceased, and that her son was a scapegrace and good for nothing at all. Relax, Habib. She sold the shop and whatso was to be found therein, and fell to spinning cotton yarn. What a future. By this toilsome industry she fed herself and found food for her son. Aladdin the scapegrace, who seeing himself freed from bearing the severities of his sire, increased in idleness and low habits, nor would he ever stay at home, save at meal hours, while his miserable wretched mother lived only by what her hands could spin until the youth had reached his 15th year. And Shahrazad was surprised by the dawn of day and seized saying her permitted say. Aladdin, I do not recommend him as a son. Why would they call his mother wretched? When it was the 515th night, quoth Dunzayad, quoth Dunyazad, O sister mine, and thou be other than sleepy, do tell us some of thy pleasant tales. Whereupon Shahrazad replied, with love and goodwill, it has reached me, O King of the Age, that when Aladdin had come to his 15th year, it befell, one day of the days, that as he was sitting about the quarter at play with the vagabond boys, behold, a dervish stood gazing for solace. A dervish from the Maghrib, the land of the setting sun, came up and stood gazing for solace upon the lads, and he looked hard at Aladdin and carefully considered his semblance, scarcely noticing his companions the while. Now this dervish was a Mormon from inner Morocco, and he was a magician who could upheap by his magic hill upon hill, and he was also an adept in astrology. So after narrowly considering Aladdin, he said in himself, verily, this is the lad I need, and to find whom I have left my natal land. Presently he led one of the children apart and questioned him anent the scapegrace, saying, whose son is he? And he sought all information concerning his condition and what so related to him. He is curious about Aladdin. After this, he walked up to Aladdin and drawing him aside asked, O my son, haply thou art the child of such a one the tailor? And the lad answered, yes, O my lord, but 'tis long since he died. The Maghribi, the magician, hearing these words, threw himself upon Aladdin and wound his arms around his neck and fell to bussing him, weeping the while with tears trickling down his cheeks. But when the lad saw the Mormon's case, he was seized with surprise thereat and questioned him, what causes thee weep, O my lord? And how camest thou to know my father? All good questions, to be honest. How canst thou, O my son? Replied the Mormon in a soft voice saddened by emotion. Question me with such query after informing me that thy father and my brother is deceased. For that he was my brother, German, and now I come from my adopted country. After long exile, I rejoiced with exceeding joy in the hope of looking upon him once more and condoling with him over the past. And now thou hast announced to me his demise. But blood hideth not from blood, and it has revealed to me that thou art my nephew, son of my brother, and I knew thee amongst all the lads, albeit thy father, when I parted from him, was yet unmarried. And Shahrazad was surprised by the dawn of day and ceased to say her permitted say. When it was the 516th night, quoth Dunyazad, O sister mine, and thou be other than sleepy, do tell us some of thy pleasant tales. Whereupon Shahrazad replied, with love and goodwill, "It has reached me, O King of the Age, that the Maghribi, the magician, said to the tailor's orphan, 'O my son Aladdin, and I have now failed in the morning ceremonies and have lost the delight I expected from meeting thy father, my brother, whom after my long banishment I had hoped to see once more ere I die. But far distance wrought me this trouble, nor has the creature aught of asylum from the Creator, or artifice against the commandments of Allah Almighty.' Then he again clasped Aladdin to his bosom, crying, 'Oh my son, Habiba, stop crying. Khalas, get over yourself. I have none to condole with now, save thyself. And thou standest instead of thy sire, thou being his issue and representative, and whoso leaveth issue dieth not.' Poor Aladdin wanted to get rid of his father so much, but now, instead of getting rid of him, he died. He was happy for a bit, only to be replaced accidentally by his uncle, who is worse than controlling, but he is crying all the time. So, is he supposed to be like Zer? Oh my son, where is your house, and where dwelleth she, thy mother, and my brother's widow?" Presently Aladdin arose with him and showed him the way to their home, and meanwhile quoth the wizard, "O my son, take these monies and give them to thy mother, greeting her from me, and let her know that thine uncle, thy father's brother, has reappeared from his exile, and that inshallah, God willing, on the morrow, I will visit her to salute her with the salam, and see the house wherein my brother was homed, and look upon the place where he lies buried." Thereupon Aladdin kissed the Maghribi's hand, and after running in his joy at the fullest speed to his mother's dwelling, entered to her clean, contrariwise to his custom, inasmuch as he never came near her, save at meal times only. And when he found her, the lad exclaimed in his delight, "O my mother, I give thee glad tidings of mine uncle, who has returned from his exile, and who now sendeth me to salute thee." "O my son," she replied, "meseemeth thou mockest me. Who is this uncle, and how canst thou have an uncle in the bonds of life?" He rejoined, "How sayest thou, O my mother, that I have nor living uncles nor kinsmen, when this man is my father's own brother? Indeed, he embraced me and bussed me, shedding tears the while, and bade me acquaint thee herewith." She retorted, "O my son, well I wot thou hadst an uncle, but he is now dead, nor am I aware that thou hast other E-M-E. What word is E-M-E? And Shahrazad was surprised by the dawn of day, and ceased to say her permitted say. So he meets his uncle. His uncle is like, "Please go say hi to your mommy." The kid is happy. Aladdin is like, "Alright, Habibi." He goes to his mommy. And then the mommy is like, "Why do you have an uncle? Habibi, what do you mean? I met him. Why don't you believe me? Crazy. The story is long, obviously. Aladdin, it's about 100 pages in this book. I will read the next part in the next video. But for now, you can go to sleep. If you're not sleepy, go watch another video, listen to it. If you're not sleepy, browse my merchandise store. If you're not sleepy, go subscribe to my Patreon. You see? Use your brain for a little bit. Yalla. Good night, and I will see you next time.